Hi friends, I want to welcome you to my Flosstube. My name is Paula. You can find me on Instagram at the 502 Stitcher. Today is Saturday, September 7th, 2024. This is Flosstube number 34, I forgot to say that. If you're new here, I hope you'll see, subscribe, and stay around. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so very much. I greatly appreciate you being here and watching my videos. The big news is saying, not that numbers matter, but I hit 500 subscribers, so thank you so very much. I greatly appreciate you liking, commenting, following along with me, subscribing, all the things. I greatly appreciate you being here. And today I'm going to do my very first giveaway. So at the end of the video, I will have 2 giveaways that I'll have to send out. Also, I have a couple fully finishes to show you, a couple finishes, whips and new starts, all the things. Before we do that, I'll go ahead and give you a little update. Kids have been doing good in school. The first grading period is about to end, I think, in about a week and a half or so. So far, so good. So hopefully everything continues with that. We did get sick over the last couple of weeks, so I do think it affected some of my stitching. So I was a week behind on my floss tube just because I was sick. So if this is a little choppy, I apologize. I still have a little bit of that cough. You know, the cough always lingers on. But so I got that, feeling better, and got more stitching done, some fully finishes done. So, and that's another reason I waited a little bit. I was, too tired from being sick and then taking care of everybody else that was sick to, fully finish anything. And I wanted to have some fully finishes. So I'm gonna take a drink real quick. My throat's getting dry. Like I tell you, I don't talk a lot, and I get on here and then I start talking and my throat gets dry. Also, today my middle daughter, she is 12. Her birthday was actually about 2-3 weeks ago, and we're having her birthday party. We had to cancel it because we were sick. So today we're having her birthday party at a place called Malibu Jack's. It's kind of like Chuck E. Cheese on crack. It's stimulation overload for me, but that's where she picked to have it. So we're gonna have her friends, and they're just gonna have a great time having a party today. Next week starts baseball for my youngest. If you're new here, my youngest daughter is disabled, and she plays on a baseball team called the Miracle League of Louisville. And that is a team for kids that have any kind of disability, no matter how little the disability is or how big the disability is. Those kids get out there and they play baseball. They get a buddy if they want to, or the parent. My daughter wants nothing to do with me when I'm there. She wants a buddy, and she wants to be out on the field playing and just having fun. So we got her new wheelchair too. I forgot about that. It's so exciting. We've had problems out of it. I've already had it in there. We've had it not even a week, and we've already been to the place twice to get it worked on. So they think they fixed the problem. One of the wheels kept coming off, and it's not a fully powered chair, like, because we just can't do that because we don't have a way to transport it. And so this new chair is a regular wheelchair that has power assist on it, so the wheels do turn, and she has a little knob and everything. And she's loving it. We went to Target, and I know this sounds so silly, but she had the best time just going up and touching stuff. She's never been able to do that because she's been in her other wheelchair that I had to push, and because she's too weak to push her own wheelchair, and because she has a muscle disease. I don't know if I said that, but she's wasn't able to go up and just touch whatever she wanted, and she had the best time. Just I kind of let her go and I followed her kind of thing, and she just would touch everything. She wanted to go see the Taylor Swift vinyl record, so we did that, which those are really really expensive. $50 for a vinyl. I mean, it's been a while since, I don't buy vinyls anymore. I don't think my mom and dad still have a record player. When I was a kid, we used to watch, or listen to the Christmas ones. I'm sorry, I'm getting on a tangent. But anyway, she got her new wheelchair. She's having the blast, so she cannot wait for baseball next week. She plans to turn the speed up because it has different speeds on it, and says she's gonna go fast. So she can't wait to run those bases in her chair and just have the best time. So I am gonna miss the stitching weekend. That's next weekend for Heartland Stitchers. If you were here in my last video, I went to a stitching day for the very first time and had the best time. It's in Hardin County, Kentucky. So if you're around here, check out the Facebook group Heartland Stitchers and look into doing that, because that was the best group of ladies. They were so welcoming. I was scared to go, but they made me have the best time. But I am unfortunately going to miss next week because baseball is just, sorry, thunder's jumping up. Baseball is just too important for her to miss, and I don't want her to miss that. So unfortunately, like I said, I will miss that next week. But so I guess we'll just jump in here. Get Thunder. Sorry, he's distracting. He's nosy. We'll jump in here. And the very first thing I did get a couple questions on a finish I showed on my last video. It is the notebook that has like the cross stitching pieces on it. It is the notebook called Yobi, and I got it at Target in the back to school section. And I don't know if the barcode would help you, but the barcode. And what the question was, how many strands I used all 6 strands to get it to kind of look like that. The holes are pretty big. So I just used all 6 strands to get it to show. This was the part of the bee pattern from Hive Rolls from Primrose. So use that. So hopefully that answers the questions. A lot of people wanted to know how many strands I use. So I used the full 6 in there, and then where I got it was again at Target and the back to school sections. And it did come with like these little bit flosses that you could do your own thing with. So that was that. I did go back. I don't have it over here with me right now, but I did go back to Target and got a black one. So I'm not for sure what I'm gonna do with that one, but so I picked up that one too. And I think they were like $8.99. The next fully finished I have is Family from Stitching with the Housewives. It was the Call for Floss on the Call for fabric, which is 28 count Monaco, white Monaco, and then all the classic color works they called for. I did get a different hook that they got. I got this one from Hobby Lobby. I just thought it was fancier looking. And this little reef, I could not find the reef that they had. But I got this little plain grapevine one from Michael's, and then I took a pick and took it apart and kind of made it fall. So I thought maybe I'll have one for every season, but you know, until I can find the little green one that they have. So here is that finished. I think it turns out really good. I've started a stitching wall, so hopefully I can show you a picture of that somewhere, you know, in the beginning of the video or whatever. But I've hung this up now, and I'm really loving my little stitching wall that I got going on. My next finishes, or I have several finishes, fully finishes rather, 3 of them, and I got it from the book 13 Spooky Smalls from Primrose Cottage Stitches. I don't have very much Halloween because I've been stitching now. This is going on my 2nd year, and last year I did a couple of fall ones, so I had those. And but I don't really have any Halloween. So not that they would take the kids trick or treat and all that stuff. I just don't decorate hugely for Halloween. But I thought these were some really cute ones. I did change the colors on all of these. I thought I'd show you those two before I fully went into it. The black is Classic Colorworks Black Coffee. The yellow was Color and Cotton Lemon Tart. I apologize, these are all kind of like messy. Color and Cotton Old Lace for the white. Light's kind of washing out. I put a light up because it's early in the morning and I have very good light. So sorry this is washing out. I have 2 different purples. The first purple is Ship's Manor and Hocus Pocus. Got orange on there. Sorry. It's a real pretty very variegated purple. Then I have Gentle Art in Purple Iris. Sampler Threads Nutmeg for the brown. Classic Colorworks Embers for the orange. And those are the colors that I used. So like I said, I got 3 fully finished, and then I have 1 that I did not finish yet because when I tried, I didn't have the right thing for it. So I need to think about it a little bit more. The first one, did I write them down, the name of them? This one is Pumpkin Stack. This, again, Pumpkin Stack. And I used the colors, like I said, that I gave you earlier. It is just finished on one of the boards from Hobby Lobby. And I just used some orange and black polka dot fabric behind it, little rickrack, and a bow on top. I thought they turned out really cute. And then the next one I kind of finished the same way. It's called Trick or Treat. So I have 2 of them. Messed up. Those Trick or Treat. Go all the way so you can really see it. I thought that turned out really cute. Finished the same way. Black rickrack. I got hot glue strings hanging down, orange and black polka dot fabric behind it, and oh, I forgot to tell you the fabric I used was the 28 count light taupe, so that was that. And I used everything on for all of them, and I have, oh, that was my finish. I thought that was my fabric leftover. And then the next one is Come We Fly. Now this one is a little bit bigger. These all are smalls, but it is bigger than what these are, so you can kind of see. So I put this on one of the boards from Chantel 141 Designs. It's a little bit taller than that, but I figured nobody's going to notice, if I set it up like this. So it's Come We Fly, and finished on just the board again with the fabric of the orange and black polka dot, black rickrack. I kind of want to keep them mostly the same. And then I did the bow a little bit different just because that other bow was bigger and I didn't want it to hang off. So that was really cute. I'm gonna wait a little bit to decorate. I think next week when I show you, I will show you the all the summers that I'm bringing down, the summer finishes, fully finishes, and then what fall fully finishes I'll be putting up because I will be decorating sooner than later. So we've been so hot around here. Like last week it was like in the hundreds, and then this week we got a little bit of cool down. We had some storms came through last night and got some much needed rain. Not much rain, but a little bit of rain. And so the temperature today is supposed to be cooler. It's supposed to be like barely 80, so that'd be so nice. But this one is Hocus Pocus, again from the 13 Smalls. And this one I want to finish round, but I need to find a bigger round to do it because I have the finished rounds from Stitching with the Housewives, and I think those are like 4 1/4 in diameter, but it's not quite big enough. Like the edges were hanging off up here, so I wanted it to be fully round. So sorry if you heard Dorito. He's wanting to go out. I'll take him out in a little bit, but hopefully, like I said, I can find something bigger. If not, I even thought about maybe just finding like see if I can find like a 4-inch round hoop and see if that would work. And I'm not really for sure, but I wanted to finish it round, so I'll be working on that. My next finished is also a new start. I forgot. I think I left the paper over there. This is one I showed you last week that I got at the stitching day. It is Tresea Kogut, so my very first Tresea Kogut pattern done, and it is Jack. I think it was Black and Jack is what the names are. So it's a little cat and a little pumpkin. Now on this one, I did finish it on an 18 count fabric that I had, and originally I tried to do the 2/2, but it just looked messy, so I did go down to 1/1 on this, and like I said, it's an 18 count. I did use a call for black floss, but the rest of it I kind of pulled from my stash. Um, had to leave it in here so I show you. The black is Weeks Dye Works and the colorway Charcoal. It is kind of variegated, so I did miss some of the variegations. I guess you can kind of see it on camera. In person, like, it's not as like obvious, but you can kind of see how it variegates a little bit in it. The white I use 3865 DMC. The pink is a stash more pink just from his nose. The oranges I use 921 DMC, and then the other orange, yeah, the other orange is not. I don't have a number. When I first started stitching, I didn't understand how important the numbers were, so I didn't write the numbers down on a lot of things that I had. So I'm not really for sure what color number orange it is. And then just through 310 for the eyes. So there is that. Hopefully I'll get that finished next time and show you that. I thought he's really cute. Over there. Okay, now we'll start on whips. I have quite a few that I've worked on here and there. So we'll show you all of those. I'm going to take a drink really quick again. This one is Heart and Hand Collector's Heart 2023. It was a kit that I got from Keepsakes when I went there. It comes with the thread of a 32 count of Heartland linen, if I could talk. Watch Big Bang, so linen. But Picture This Plus, my very first time working on 32 count linen. So that has been going good. It came with Cottage Garden Threads, which I think is a company from Australia. I really do like their thread. Let's have it in the back here. It's cut at good lengths and all that stuff. I haven't had any trouble with it, like tangling or anything. And then it comes in embellishment too. Embellishment. So here is this. Like, I should be further than what I am, but I'm not. I worked on, let's see, I worked on some of these hearts over here. Oh, let me take this out because I did work on some before I moved it over. I worked on a lot of this area over here. I'm not gonna say I love the linen because I'm mostly I came from being an 8 stitcher, moving up some like the 28 counts, but it's not been terrible. There's been a few places I've been kind of like a little confused where it's thicker than what it should be, kind of thing. But it's not been terrible. So maybe one day I'll give another linen a chance. Put all this back together because if not, I will lose it and I'll drop. I don't know where it went, but oh, there it is. I'm looking for the pattern and it's right there in the bag. So we got that one. Next, I'm going to have to insert a picture of this one because I only have my working pattern. This is Buffalo Plaid in fall. I have the other 3 done, so it's the last one I need in the series. Since I was here last, I finished the border up. That border is a beast. And then, oh my god, upside down. And then I started on one of the pumpkins and the vine. So I finished this all up. I actually worked on the one whole side of the border yesterday where we were at the wheelchair place. We were there almost 2 hours for them to do that. So I got quite a bit of that done. And then last night I started on this a little bit. I was hoping to get more of it done, but it is what it is. So I got that going. I really want to get that done. Falls, I think it's September 21st. So I have a little bit of time. Not much. I got 2 that I'm really concentrating on, and I'll show you the other one that I really would like to get done. The next is Sweet Wing Studios. If you've been here a little bit, I've had some problems with this one. I started this one last summer when my daughter had surgery, but there was an accident. Some water from my pet got on the fabric and changed the color. I had to restart it. My husband had surgery about 3 weeks ago, and so I worked on that while he was in there because I just think it has a good message, fear not kind of thing. And so I have worked on this quite a bit. I got the hoe of the umbrella done, and I've started on the words. Here is where I was before. I did rip out a lot of the purple because I ran out of the purple. So I did have to rip out quite a bit of the purple up here, and luckily a lot of the thread I was able to save and move into there. But I start with that time, I started with the raindrops first and then the umbrella. But this time I decided to start the umbrella first. So I did that. So, and then I started the words on here. But this is on, here in Louisville, we have a crosset store called Rogue Stitching Louisville. They are also the dyers behind Atomic Ranch Fabric. But in the store, I've only seen their fabrics from Rogue Stitching. This is a 14 count, and I think it's called Wise Wolf. The card accidentally got ripped off. But I love the color. It's kind of like a stormy blue gray, so I thought that was perfect for like a rain picture. And what I plan to do with some of these raindrops, especially the ones I know I did when she was in surgery, like on this side over here, the keychains that Java Girl Stitches did last year, I plan to, if I can make, if there's enough room, try to make one of the, or two of these or so, um, on the keychains. I thought that would be a good, memory, have some of those. But, looks like I got some work on that one when he was in surgery, and, then I finished work, kept working on it and finished it up. That was a lot of stitching, and then started on that. So let me get back on that. And there's a needle minder from Mad for Minders. The Christmas Story, one of my favorite Christmas movies. That one. This was one of my whip goes. It's a pattern. Like, I love the look of it, but it was one of the very first patterns I ever started, and then now it's a lot. It has a lot of colors in it. It's not fully covered or anything, but it has lots of colors in it. But here is it. I didn't realize when I first started that, you need extra fabric, so it's very close. What I worked on for this week, I did not, because my goal for Whip Goat is 5 days for 1 hour, and I think I got like 3 or 4 days on it, so I didn't quite make it, but, like, but I finished up this flower here. It is on a 14 count white Ada. I am doing the call for colors from it. It came from a book called Mini Moffits, Susan Bates, and I got it from the library. And that was another problem too. I can't find it anymore, but luckily, I know you're not supposed to do that, but I took a picture of it and put it in my phone. But I did try to go back to the library and find it, and I've tried requesting it, and I haven't been able to get it. So I did, like I said, I don't know we weren't supposed to do that, but I did take a picture of the rest of the pattern I needed to do last time when I had it, because it did take me several months to be able to get it. But I did try to get it for this time, which is another reason why this one got pushed to the end of the month, because I was trying to get it, but I just couldn't get that book. But I did work on that flower. And then there's a little bit more up here, and then I need to do the leaves and a lot of the back stitching. There's lots and lots of back stitching on this one, but it's pretty. I like it, but it's just, I don't want to work on it when I need to because of all the color changes. I'm just not enjoying it. This next one, I'll have to insert a picture of it too. This was my other whip go. I was hoping to actually finish the border, but I didn't. I could have pushed through, but I didn't. This is Shannon and Christine, Sugar Plum Village. I am doing the call for colors. It's lots of weeks. It's all weeks dye works, but floss up here so you're not watching it stink. Strain it threads, but here's the border. Or I guess I'm not for sure how. I guess it's the start of it over here. I just have this last corner in the top to finish, so not too much, but. And this is on, I think it's 27 count light taupe. I might be wrong on that one. I'll try to look it up and add it in. But like I said, copper colors, and then I'll have the borders in. So I think a lot of patterns, the border is just the worst. So, and it did meet up, and I was very happy with that. The first time I did have to rip out a little bit of it to get it perfect, because I accidentally did one part, like one stitch, like 1/1 instead of like 2/2, or 2/1 instead of 2/1, or 2/2. So I did have to fix one stitch, but it wasn't bad that where I had to fix it. So luckily I only had to rip out, I think, like a section up in here somewhere. So, but got that. The main part of the border's done. I'm just finishing up the leaves and the little heart. It's a really cute pattern. I mean, I would love to get it done for Christmas, but there's no way. It's a lot. But like I said, hopefully I inserted a picture of what it's supposed to look like for you, because I had the actual pattern upstairs. If you're new here, like, also what I do, I like to have a working copy in my project thing bag, because I don't want to mess it up, the pattern. And that one's a bigger pattern, so I definitely don't want to mess it up. I say that, then you see patterns, because I try to like get a lot of the patterns, but some of them I forget. And then some of them are all the color coded, and I don't, want to make a copy of it. But this next one is Flea Market Flowers by Lori Holt. And I got a little bit worked on this. It is on 25 count potato. I am doing the call for colors. I got the pack from Fat Quarter Shop. And I think this isn't finished, fully finished, or finished since I showed you last. And all of this right here I worked on. I should have worked on more, but it is what it is. That's like my saying. I just didn't get a lot done on it. This is, pretty big square, but I did all this, so I need to get it finished, worked on. And then I have, I think, 3 more sections, and then I'll be done. So I really like this pattern. And I've been trying to look for the frame for it. I think I'm going to do it, which I've never done custom framing. I've heard horror stories of like some of the Michaels and the Hobby Lobbies do, so I'm not for sure I'm going to give it a try, or just try to do it myself, because on the 25 count, the finished cross stitch is 12 and a quarter by 13.625. So, and I was looking, and there's not really like 13 by 13 frames, so I'm not really for sure what I'll do, but we'll figure it out. There's 12 by 12 frames, so I might try to measure it and see how it is. And then my last whip that I have is one I started a couple weeks ago, and then I stopped on, and then because I got frustrated with the pumpkin. But it is Autumn Rolls by Primrose, Cottage. I got Hive Rolls fully finished up on my wall, and I did put it on magnets with a thought that I could switch it out. So I really would like to get Autumn Rolls done so I can swap it out for fall. So, and I figured, because September 21st is the first day of fall, and if I go ahead and do a couple sections a week, I should be able to get there. So I got if I could actually show you what it is. This is on 25 count country vintage mocha vintage mocha. Sorry. But I finished the first 3 sections, the autumn rolls. I was hung up on this pumpkin. No idea why I was having so much issues with the pumpkin, but I got off on the stitch count, but I figured it out, got it all done. Not a big deal, but I got myself frustrated and finished up the go apple picking and give thanks. So I have visit the pumpkin patch, rake leaves, go on a hayride, and make pumpkin pie. So 4 sections. If I can do 2 sections in the next 2 weeks, I'll have it done. At least by the end of the month. So, and then I can fully finish it. I'm trying to decide what color fabric I want underneath of it, because Hive Rolls I got yellow underneath of it, yellow gingham. But I'm not really, I was kind of thinking like try to find a green gingham, but I'm not really for sure. So we'll see. Because I don't know, it might be kind of hard to match that green up, but we'll see. It's turning out really nice. And then that leads into one of my new starts. Now, I had not, when I looked at this pattern, for some reason I thought it was white. So I ordered 25 count white. It's supposed to be on gray. So I didn't want to have to reorder more fabric. So messed up the corner. That's why I don't want the patterns in there, because I don't want to mess them up. But I did. This one is Christmas Rolls by Primrose Cottage Stitches. And we decorate on Black Friday. It's a compromise I have with me and my husband. So we decorate Black Friday, and I asked Alexa earlier this week, we have 12 weeks till Thanksgiving. So if I figured I at least get one section a week, I'll be good to go. Because there, I think I counted there was like 8. So here is Christmas rolls. And like I said, I thought it was on white. I don't know why I did, because obviously looking at it, you can see it's great. But I ordered white, so and then I didn't want to order the gray. And I had more of the country mocha, so I just started on that 25 count. So I got the first section of Christmas rolls done. I am doing the call for colors all but the red. The red because I'm doing I'm doing the DMC conversions mainly on all of that because I think there was a couple of weeks where it's called for, but so when I went to the store to buy the versions, the DMC conversion for the red, which was 3685. I didn't like it. It was kind of I mean, I realize it on here it does say it's a cranberry gentle arts, but I don't like the cranberry. I didn't like the color. So I pulled out Color and Cotton, and this is Being Cherry. It's more of a brighter red. So that's what red I am doing, but everything else is the DMC conversions and the DMC call for colors. So that's the first section done, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more sections to go. 7 weeks, so I get one done a week. I'll be good. Now I just have to make sure I do it because it's easier said than done. And I'm dropping everything. Sorry. And my last new start is for Sampler September. I've never done it like a. I guess I've done some samplers but not one for Sampler September. This is Bluebird of Happiness. Sorry, my bag was falling. I do have another sampler that I want to try, and I think it's called the Pink Sampler, and I have it upstairs all kitted to go, but this was downstairs on September 1st, so I just grabbed this one and started working on it, and come to find out, I mean, of course, if I could read directions, I would know that it's um, a small pattern, so it's not going to be bad at all. So I'm hoping that I can get quite a bit of work done on it and get it done by the end of the month. I mean, don't hold our breath, but we can hope. But I've gotten started on the border. Let me pull that stitch through so you don't have to watch the hanging floss. I am doing this. I don't have my other notebook over here with me, but I think this was, I don't have the sticker on it. It was like Relic, I think it's the color. It's a 16 count. Yeah, 16 count. And I've started, I've started on the border. Beginning. Okay, so here's the beginning over here. So it's not a huge pattern. I think it said it was like 6 by 8. Yeah, a 6 by 8 pattern on the fully finished one, that one, which was done on 32 count, and then this one's a 16 count. So just got a little bit of the border on it. I've only worked on it a couple of days, but get that going. I am doing the call for colors, but the DMC conversions, and I will say I'm trusting Blackbird. These are not my colors in here, but I'm trusting Blackbird, and I'm going to do it the way that it is done. I'm more of a purple. Purple's my favorite color, and on here it looks fine, but in person and on the camera you don't really see. Like the yellow is really yellow. The gold is really gold. And the brown and the green, they just on camera they look good. And on the pattern it looks good. But in person I'm just like I don't know. So I'm trusting Blackbird and doing it their way. And then lastly, before I do everything else, I'm gonna show you some new things I bought. Of course, I need more patterns. Like I need another whole mat, but I had to order some. I ordered a couple fabrics. This first one is a 16 count called Dust Ada. I think this is a picture of this plus. Might be wrong because when they print the paper from 123, they don't put the designer. But it is like a dark gray, kind of bluey color. I thought it might be good for some Halloween finishes. I do a lot of black finishing around the fabric, for Black Ada, but I thought this might be fun to try something different. The next one is Gingerbread. I love this color. I did some couple ornaments on it last year and just loved like the look of it. It's a brown, obviously, and it's got quite a bit of movement in it from the different color dyes. This one is Stormy Night. I think it's called Twilight. Sorry, wrong name. It's just a gray. That was really pretty. It's the one that is printed, so like it's completely white on the other side, but the color on this side. I really like that. And then this last one is 16 count platinum, and I definitely have something to use this for. That actually I ordered for, so you'll see that. Heart and Hand came out with quite a few new patterns, and I just had to have them. The first one is Wee Santa. I've never done any of the Wee Santas, but I really like this one. I thought it was really cute. This is one from last year that I've always liked, so I was went and got it. A Classic Christmas. And this was one of the newer ones that was released, to Gather Pumpkins. And this is the one I just had to have. I'm sure if you're a child, because I'm a child of the 80s and 90s, growing up in the 80s and 90s, my mom had that picture of the home interiors with the this famous, if I can find a picture of it, I'll insert a picture of it, hanging in our house, which I wish we had, because that goes for crazy amounts of money on eBay, because I've looked at it before. But these just remind me, especially the barn and the pumpkins and stuff, just remind me of that picture. So I just had to have that. And then I got the other one that went with it, the Gather Memories. And these both were finished on 32 count platinum. So that's why I ordered the 16 count platinum, thinking they might work. So we'll see. And then the last one I got, the other new one, was called the Doodles Maker. I just thought that was really cute. I'm dropping all over the place. So forgive me. And then also, before we go into the giveaway, I want to give you my Flosstube recommendations. If you are new here, I like to give a recommendation because there's just so many different channels out there, and word of mouth really helps, and people find people. I mean, I'm sure that's why I'm able to get new people subscribe every new videos and stuff when I get a shout out. It's just really helpful for all the different channels. The very first one I want to give a shout out to is Niecy Lynn. I found her from one of her videos from StitchCon, which I would love to go to. They just had their wait list, so if you're going, I hope that you are able to get on. That's just not something I can do right now with my life, with the kids and my youngest daughter and her needs. I just can't be that far from home. We're 2 hours from Cincinnati. We do go up there from the Cincinnati Children's Hospital, which they saved her life, so we go up there quite a bit. But I just can't be that far from home with her at home. So maybe one day at StitchCon. But anyway, Lisa, I found Niecy Lynn from her videos about StitchCon. Really enjoyed her videos. She just had one that she released, I think a day or so ago. I watched a little bit of it last night, and I'll finish it up. It's a fully finished parade of all her fall projects. I really, really like that. So, if that's something you like, definitely check out her channel. And then her other videos are all good too. And then my next one is Bridges Get Stitches. I just love her name. That's Natasha. Her last couple of videos she's been doing, I've been watching her for a while, is more of a vlog style, which I really, really like. So I've been enjoying watching her videos. So check out both of those channels. I know you'll thoroughly enjoy them. Now, on to the giveaway. Sorry if you hear some dogs. There's some dogs walking around the neighborhood. Now, so I'm going to get my dog. Hold on just a minute. I'm going to stop. No. Okay, I'm going to pause the video. So hold on just a second. Thought he was dead. Okay, sorry about that. There are some dogs walking. We live on the corner of the street, so we have quite a bit of a big backyard compared to other people. But the dogs walking through, they bark. Get my dog barking. But my first two giveaways I've ever done, the rules that people always say, don't say giveaway in your comment. Be 18 so I can send you something. And I will say I'm sorry to do that, but I needed to keep in the United States just because shipping is so expensive. I don't have a ton of money to be able to mail out stuff. So please be in the United States. Be 18 so I can ask you your address. please be a subscriber, like the video, all the things so that can help me, be seen and continue to grow here on Flosstube. I guess also do the number 1 and 2 also on it, because I know I'm not cool enough to get the bots, but for some reason I will not comment on your video telling you that you've won. I will on my next Flosstube say your name and give you my email address to email me your address. I can mail it out. Number 1 is If I Had a Flower by Darling and Women's Designs. It's really pretty. It says, if I had a flower for every time I thought of you, I would walk in my garden forever. So that's really cute. And again, if you would like this one, put number 1. And number 2 is Trucking Along September by Stitching with Housewives. I thought that one would be really good for the month. This is a series I really want to do. I bought this series, but I already had this pattern, so I thought I had a duplicate of it. Month of September, perfect. Hopefully next year I start this, because I wanted to start this year, but just got too overwhelmed and everything. But so September for number 2. So again, I just want to thank you for being here. Thank you for following along. Please like and subscribe and continue to follow me. So I'll see you next time. Thank you for being here. Bye.